Holla! Hey, what's up, reefers? Welcome to another episode. Holla at your reef boy. You know what? I know it's been a crazy long time since I gave you guys an update, but today is a great day. You know why? Well, kind of. It's kind of sad what it looks like back here, but I promise you, it's still a great day. If you follow my Instagram, you will notice that I was going through a time of a mini reset because I had this invasive SBS coral called the Peninsula, and you'll see later on video clips of how it really overtake my tank, and it was like killing my other SBS. It was fighting the other SBS coral, and you know, no matter what I did, I was trying to chop it, I was trying to kill it with taser X, you know, everything you could think of. I tried to super glue it, but they still come back. It was just breeding in my tank, and so I figured, you know what? My tank is overgrown. I can't grow zoas anymore because it's just, there's no more room for it to grow. I couldn't grow my other corals anymore because it was just too full. If you notice in my video, you notice my tank is pretty packed. And now I want to do a different direction. My fish are getting big, so it's getting crowded for them to swim as well. And so every time they would swim, sometimes they would knock over a coral. There would be an accidental frag. But with all that being said, this gave me the opportunity to do a mini reset. And what I did was I took out two of the main rocks that was on this side and this side, and I sold it. One of which I sold the Zoa tower to my local fish store, so he can put it on display. As well as, but I kept the centerpiece. I kept the center rock because I wanted this tank to become like a SBS dominant tank, or should I say, at least the center rock would be nothing but SBS corals, and then surrounding would be, you know, like I love torches, and I still love Zoa. So I made a new Zoa garden rock, and you'll see that in a video clip later. But again, sorry for not giving you guys an update for over a year here on YouTube, but for those of you who follow me on Instagram, thank you so much, and you know my journey so far up to this day. So here's an update for all you YouTubers that have been watching my channel. I thank you so much again for just your beautiful and wonderful comments. You guys have been awesome. I know I haven't posted a lot of videos. I only have like 14 videos, but you guys have just been following and subscribing and just commenting. It's been so encouraging, and I'm glad to be back and to give you guys this update. So in the next few videos and whatnot, I'm going to kind of show you the new tank that came. It's the same tank, the Peninsula 650. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap my stand again because Red Sea gave me an awesome service. You know, I bought this tank a little over 2 years ago, and you know, I noticed that one of the seams there was an air pocket, and so I contacted Red Sea and asked them, hey, is this something I need to worry about? And they immediately told me just go ahead and empty out the tank, and they took care of me. So after verifying that I purchased this tank, they went and just took care of me. I didn't have to buy anything. They just sent me a whole full system as a replacement. So that's an awesome service right there. I appreciate it, because I mean, we all know in this hobby, warranty is very limited, right? Because you know, we're working with salt water, things get corroded, things happen. But Red Sea, even though I had this tank for over 2 years, Red Sea still honored it and gave me a brand new system. I bought the first generation Reefer 650, but with the new one, they have reinforcement with the stand, and so the tank is created much better to hold over time and whatnot. So thank you, Red Sea, for that. Anyway, just gonna go ahead and show you guys the clips of my coral that overtook this tank. Currently, one of my local reefers, my awesome friend, is holding on to all my high-end corals, and I also have a small tank that I'm holding the remaining corals as well as fish. So enjoy the clip, and thank you again, guys, for watching, and talk to you later. Alright guys, so as you can see here, the HollaAtChaReefBoy just multiplied everywhere in my tank. I mean, it was the perfect environment for it to breed, and baby polyps were just appearing out of nowhere on the rockwork and started suffocating and stinging nearby corals, and I just couldn't do anything about it. It just was overwhelming and took too much. Alright guys, so today encouraging word comes out of Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, and it says this: "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." You see, time and time again, the Bible affirms and teaches us that God is always in control. God doesn't promise us that we will never go through hardships, but He did promise that He will be right by our side to strengthen us, to keep us, and to protect us. You see, God being in control of all things assures us that our circumstances will not overwhelm us, even at times where it feels like it might. He has promised to be with us through the ups and downs and counsel us along the way. What a comfort, right? We can definitely take comfort in that. You see, we can't always see how something that we're going through seems so difficult and painful that it can work out for our good, but God promises He is doing just that. Someday in heaven, when this life is over, we will know why we went through what we went through, and then it would all make sense. But in the meantime, we need to trust that our Father is over everything and knows everything. We must persevere and fight to trust that God is in control when we cannot see it could be possible. You see, nothing is impossible with God. Knowing this, we can keep praying no matter how impossible the situation seems. So to continue to pray to the Lord, my friends, who multiplied the loaves and the fishes, who opened blind eyes, and accomplished victory over death on the cross. Trust Him. Amen. Alright guys, so you saw what happened there with my tank and my system. So follow me along this journey as I kind of do this mini reset. Have to do all this over again, but it's worth it. You know, we know when we get to create a masterpiece of a reef in our home, you take great pride in it. And just to get the opportunity to do it again and kind of change things up a little bit, I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of work, but you know, there's always been the lesson learned that we learn in this hobby, that we can always change and do things differently. Like, don't put that HollaAtChaReefBoy in this tank anymore. That's not going to happen again. But again, follow along. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so that you always be to know when a new video is out. Again, guys, appreciate you guys watching and sending me encouraging messages and whatnot. So happy reefing, happy life, and God bless you. Holla!
Holla! Jesus love you. Please subscribe. Please like the video.
This is a story about my younger brother Michael, his wife Kimberly, and their baby Ezra. Michael and Kimberly dated for a while before they tied the knot last Thanksgiving. Soon after that, they received news that they would be future parents. I still remember the excitement on their faces, as well as everyone, as Michael and Kimberly announced the gender of the baby at a gathering at my house. We were all stoked for them, and we all agreed that these two awesome people would be great parents and role models to their little one. About 2 months ago, Kimberly had to go into emergency delivery at 32 weeks. The family all pressed together to pray on their behalf. Without diving into deep details of baby Ezra's condition, doctors and staff at the hospital would seldom come with good news. Almost none, to be honest. However, Michael and Kimberly pressed in even deeper with their faith in the Lord. Even with the doctors and staff stating baby Ezra's survival chances are extremely low, Michael and Kimberly would not give up on their precious baby boy. Every day they would be by his side. They would pray over him, sing worship, and read the word to their baby Ezra. Every single movement baby Ezra makes, like wiggling his toes or moving his shoulders, was a victory moment. 2 months after making his debut to the world, baby Ezra went home to the Lord. Without opening his eyes once or speaking a single word, I have to tell you, baby Ezra made an impact in such a short time frame. There's a lot of people who spent a lifetime here on earth and yet never lived out their calling or left a legacy that will leave a lasting impact. Well, baby Ezra is not one of them. He left a lasting impact and lived out his calling. So much so that people near and far pressed in and joined in with our family to pray. There are stories of people's faith being built up during and after Ezra's life here on earth. Stories of people reflecting on their own circumstances and struggles, and how they were encouraged when they saw and heard of how baby Ezra's parents responded in the midst of their agony. Michael and Kimberly's response was to continue to worship God in the midst of the storm. Their eyes were not purely focused on needing a deliverance, but rather on the deliverer. Their faith and heart of worship encouraged a lot of people, so much so that the League City Police Department appointed Ezra a junior police officer. Even the League City Chief of Police sent my brother Michael a special message of how Ezra's life touched him. To my nephew, baby Ezra, you lived out your calling and you did an amazing job, buddy. You did so much in such a short time span that most people can't do in a lifetime. Enjoy walking and talking with Jesus every day and have a blast. Your parents still have work to do here on earth and want to continue to make you proud. Until then, we will see you again, buddy.